Yay, 2026! Happy New Year! Well, actually, everyone says Happy New Year, but what I want to wish you is a joyful New Year. There's a world of difference between happiness and joy. We don't think about it that way. Happiness is something that comes from the outside, and it isn't a permanent state. It's something that depends on a trigger. Joyfulness, on the other hand, is something that comes from within. And we don't have to depend on something else. We can feel a perpetual sense of joy within us, deep inside, even through difficult times. Talking about difficult times, I don't know about you, but December 21st, the winter solstice, I felt this huge shift happening within me, huge energetic, energetic shift. And I was talking about this, with my best friend. I was telling her, I'm like, oh my God, it feels so nice after 21st. Something changed, and somehow I feel a sense of alignment and flow. And she said that she came across a bunch of different, YouTube videos and stuff like that that said that the 21st of December, there was a huge energetic shift all over. It's a world thing, not just my own personal thing, though I felt it very deeply. She said that there has been a lot of struggle happening, and, you know, oh gosh, 2025 was a very, very difficult year for me. But now, after this winter solstice, there's going to be a change. There's been a change. There's been a shift in energy, and I can feel it. I can really, really feel it. By the way, if you're new here, you're listening to the Feel Good Factor. I'm Susmita Veganosaurus, and I'm so glad you're here today. Joy is something that can bubble from within, and it's something that we can reach for over and over and over again. In the beginning of December, I went through a bit of I felt really dull. The weather outside was dull, plus, it was kind of like a culmination of a difficult year. And I was like, oh my God, what's the point of this all? All this, I mean, what's the point of it all? I really don't want to put in any effort. Everything feels meaningless, blah, blah, blah. Despite that, I recorded all the podcast episodes because this is my own feel good factor too, recording the podcasts every week and publishing them. But yes, I felt a bit of hopelessness and, pointlessness. And then I figured, okay, I can wallow in this for a couple of days, allow myself to feel the feelings. But after that, I made myself come out of it in a very gentle way. And that cannot happen with things that trigger happiness. Like, happiness can come from buying something or eating something, that kind of stuff, right? So that's great. Happiness helps. It's kind of like a little bit of a soothing balm in a difficult, when you're not feeling very well, but it's not very effective. But then I thought of joyfulness. I'm like, okay, what truly brings me joy? I need to do something that makes me feel that way. And of course, you know me, I'm always talking about flow state. So I tapped into a sense of flow, and I started making jewelry again. And that helped me, like being lost in that. And then from there, one by one, things started to change. When you're feeling too down in the dumps, you can't think of reasons to be grateful for. But little bit of upliftment, little bit of nudging yourself upwards is all that's required. And then the mind starts focusing on the good stuff. Your mindset gets shifted in a different way. And we can throw this light of this coloring of joy over anything. I love my dentist. She is pretty damn awesome. She's so gentle and sweet and kind. She'll not do unnecessary things. And I love the place, like, sitting in my dentist's waiting room. It's so nice. Like, they don't have tube lights and all, it's like nice, warm lighting and some nice couch to sit in. Um, Nice, soft music playing in the background. Her team is so sweet. Those girls, the way they welcome you, there's warmth in that place, and I don't mind waiting in the waiting room, in the dentist waiting room, and also going for the treatment. And I always thought of it as a spa for my mouth, a spa for my teeth, rather than a dental treatment, when I go to get a filling done or a cleaning, whatever it is. And that keeps me going back again and again. And that's just one example of a mindset shift, where you see the things where there are little joys, and then you you put that perspective onto any situation. You are going to go through something anyway. That situation is not going away, right? If I have to get a filling, I got to get a filling. There's nothing I can do about it. But what I can do is make myself feel excited, not if not excited, at least make myself look forward to going to my dentist. And for that, yes, I focus on the good things, on the nice things. I never touch my phone when I'm in my dentist waiting room, by the way. I just sit there quietly, I meditate, and I just watch. I watch the light and shadow on the wall, and then I look outside the window. I generally enjoy the atmosphere for what it is, and that deeply relaxes me. I find the small joys, and then I let myself soak up those joyful feelings. So even something as annoying, quote unquote annoying for most people, right? Or in fact, many people even are afraid to go to the dentist. That thing for me is totally different, because I'm leaning into the joys of the situation. So this new year, I wish you lots of joy, and I wish you the wisdom, the capability to recognize the little joys in everything, so that whatever you need to experience, whatever you need to go through anyway, you go through it in a lighter way. You go through it within a cushion of joyfulness. I'm not saying this that you have to be toxically positive, no. But look for the good things, look for the nice small things if you can. And yes, mm, keep those activities, or experiences that will bring you up a little, that will uplift you a teeny bit, so that you can start recognizing the joy and start feeling grateful for whatever is good in a situation, because we can't just force ourselves to do it. But so here's wishing you the wisdom to find a way towards joy again and again. Let joy be that guiding light for you to keep turning towards throughout this year, throughout 2026. So yeah, understand the difference between happiness and joy. And um, yeah, good if you are happy also, but instead of trying to pursue things that bring you happiness, pursue things that bring you joy. The deep, personal, fulfilling sense of a flow and ease and slowing down. All right. Thank you so much for listening to the Feel Good Factor. I'm Susmita Veganosaurus, and I'm so glad you're here today. I really look forward to talking to you again next week. And if you enjoyed this episode, then you're going to love my free newsletter, The Feel Good Tribe. Go to veganosaurus.com/newsletter to sign up. See you. Bye.